Thank you for joining Hawaii Wellness Network, and today we have a special guest, and thank you, Mindy, for coming on.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
I'm just thinking how exciting hypnosis is, almost making me think I want to go into a session and relax and start working on things.
Absolutely, it's very relaxing. As you know, I'm the founder of Hawaii Hypnosis Center, and I've just launched Mindy Ash Hypnosis Training, a new website where I'm offering courses to teach people how to do hypnosis and become certified hypnotherapists.
Wow.
And hypnosis is extremely relaxing. It's good for body, mind, and spirit.
Great. How did you get interested in hypnosis? When you were a little kid, did you think, I'm just going to, you have the visualization, I'm going to help people relax and work on their
Actually, no, but interestingly enough, my mother used hypnosis when I was a little girl to stop smoking. And she loved going to a hypnotherapist, actually a hypnotist, who was a stage hypnotist when I was probably 2 or 3 years old. But I never thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do for a living. Actually, my background's in advertising, marketing, public relations, and sales. And I've always enjoyed helping people and helping people grow their businesses. And big fan of Tony Robbins, Anthony Robbins. And so I started doing some research because I wanted to do the same type of work that he does, working with people and helping them create powerful changes from within themselves. And I found out that he's using hypnosis as well as Neuro-Linguistic Programming, power of suggestion, and that's what got me interested.
That's great. Did you actually go to some of his workshops?
I haven't been, come to think of it, I actually did get to see him live in Atlanta, Georgia, several years back, along with 5,000 other people. It was a big group. But I did do his Personal Power CDs, the 30-day Personal Power audio program, which is basically what I'm now doing for a living, because a lot of the techniques that he talks about and uses are actually NLP techniques and processes that we can either run on ourselves, but are a lot of times more effective with a coach or a hypnotherapist to help run those different processes so that we can build confidence and negative self-talk and limiting beliefs and such.
And probably in advertising, you saw that a lot, where you were trying to help someone's business and they had lack of confidence, or you saw that they could be successful.
Absolutely, and actually advertisers use the power of suggestion to help influence consumers to make buying decisions.
Well, that would be a good thing to
Yeah,
learn.
absolutely, especially if you're in sales. A lot of salespeople use what's called hypnotic sales language, and they actually don't even realize it, because getting yes sets, asking yes questions, leading a person down a path, of course with integrity, and such, to where you want to help the person make a buying decision that's in their best interest.
Okay. So when someone will come to your clinic, is there a variety of reasons, like confidence, and you help people quit smoking?
Absolutely.
And lose weight?
Lose weight and emotional eating. That's something I see a lot of people for, and of course I specialize in stop smoking. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, so I do see clients for a range of things. However, I am now teaching, and I specialize in a system that can help a person stop smoking in as little as in 1 hour. And I just followed up with a client of mine that I saw last week, pack and a half a day smoker.
That's expensive. I see people sometimes in the gas station. It's like $10 a pack.
Somewhere $8, $9, $10 a pack, and it takes such a toll on a person's health. A lot of people don't realize that just the health costs alone, loss of work, colds, coughs, and that really contributes. The gal that I followed up with regarding her stop smoking session, pack and a half a day smoker, stopped in one session. She was amazed. No withdrawal, no cravings whatsoever.
And the people around her probably thanked you, because usually when people quit, they're grumpy.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a concern of
around.
hers. And with the hypnosis, it doesn't have to be that way. It can be as if you've forgotten actually that you used to smoke, and you can be your lovely, pleasant self if that's who you are. Right? If you're generally nice, you remain nice.
Great.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to start maybe a new career and they wanted to go to your service, do you want to walk me through?
Sure.
So you mentioned that was like 3 weeks of training? Or?
Well, it depends on what the person is looking for. If a therapist or a psychologist is wanting to become a certified hypnotherapist, that is a 3-week training. It's 150 hours. And they will receive a certification from the International Hypnosis Federation. and they're going to learn a variety of techniques and tools that they can use for post-traumatic stress disorder, weight loss, and I am going to teach them the Stop Smoking in 1 system, or pardon me, in 1 hour system, which is a specialized system that can be taken separately. I offer a 4-day course where you can actually become a smoking cessation specialist, hypnotist, in 50 hours. So it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, very intense, and you can work with people right away after you've completed those 50 hours.
Wow. So it's great for someone that actually has a practice already. Even,
yes.
You know, if you're a psychologist or a counselor and you want to add that, or just someone that wants to start a career.
If you want to start a new career, it can be very lucrative. It's extremely emotionally rewarding. It's really, really emotionally rewarding, but it can be financially rewarding as well. And one of the things that I'm going to teach is actually how to present and sell packages to your clients. I found you can have wonderful hypnotherapy training. However, if you don't know the skill set to present and educate your clients and bring them on with packages, then a lot of times you've got the education, but you don't have the knowledge to conduct a business. And I want my people to be successful. I want my students, if they want to be able to make a living at this.
And so someone from the mainland or around the world can come over
Absolutely.
and have a nice trip to Hawaii and get
exactly and learn.
Yeah.
Well, I am offering trainings. If someone goes to Mindy Ash, hypnosistraining.com, I do offer trainings in San Diego as well as Las Vegas and Honolulu. My next training is coming up here in Honolulu. It begins on September 9th.
Right.
And that's for the the certified hypnotherapist. They will be a certified hypnotherapist, and they will be able to specialize in stopping smoking. That's included in the package.
That's right. And it's nice that you have that advertising background too, because you know a lot of people don't know business, and so they get certified in something.
Exactly.
And they don't know how to sell or set up their office.
Exactly. You're 100% correct, Lori, and that's why I'm excited to start working with people who want to help people, get them going, teach them how to market, teach them how to sell. Because like you were saying, you can be a great hypnotherapist, but if you don't have that PR or marketing background, you kind of hang up your shingle and you just sit there and you wait for somebody to come in, and sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So,
right. Well, and you have to be proactive.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
And is there anybody that have you had anybody that wasn't able, I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask, that you haven't been able to, you know, they were skeptical and you couldn't do hypnosis with them? Or?
That's an excellent question.
And a lot of people
Excellent question. Yeah. There actually are a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis because of the way it's portrayed on television and its stage shows. Actually, it's been scientifically proven to be a brainwave state. It's the alpha brainwave state. Children under the age of 7 to 11 years old are actually in hypnosis. So everyone is hypnotizable unless they have severe brain damage.
Wow.
The key is they actually have to want to be hypnotized. So if somebody, of course, is saying, I don't want to pay attention or I'm not going to listen to you, then they're not going to go into hypnosis. But with educating the client as to what it is and what to expect, then most certainly they will go into hypnosis. And I do a mini lesson with my new clients so they feel comfortable. They get to guide themselves into hypnosis with my coaching.
Great. So you kind of go through the process with them.
Absolutely.
And how many sessions is like average? I know it probably depends on what they're trying to work on.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
if they want to get a package?
Well, I do. For the Stop Smoking, many clients will be successful non-smokers in just one session. I offer support if they need additional support, because we're all different. We're all different human beings. Someone might need 2 or 3 sessions, and I actually include that in the cost that they pay for the Stop Smoking session. Now, other things like weight loss, for example, we do packages of sessions depending on how much weight they want to lose. Somebody who's wanting to lose perhaps 15 or 20 pounds might do a 3-session package. Someone who's wanting to lose more weight than that, I would recommend a 6-session package. And then we do individual sessions to follow up to make sure that they're on track.
Yeah, and I guess a question that came to me is, let's say I came to you and said, I really want to focus on weight loss, but you're in some of the work that you're doing during that session, you're talking about other things. So could it go into other areas of their lives? You know, it may be more confident.
Absolutely. Well, if somebody comes in for weight loss, and of course they're losing weight, pardon me, a lot of times that will boost their confidence.
And then all of a sudden they get a boyfriend or something like that.
Well, you can get a boyfriend and be heavy too, though.
Yes.
So
I
that's
mean,
a
all around this is
misconception.
not just, I'm just going to be focusing on the weight loss.
Yeah,
Other
and you know,
things
a
are
lot of
happening.
things, it's so much more than, and weight loss is an interesting topic because it's very, very different than other things. A lot of times we have extra weight on ourselves because it can be for protection. It could be because we're emotional eating. And so there's different processes that we do to figure out what's going on at a subconscious level so that we can release the unwanted weight.
It's really interesting.
It's very fascinating. It's surprising what I hear come up in sessions, but everyone at a core level wants to feel good and wants to be happy and wants to feel good. And so when we're snacking, a lot of times we don't understand why we're doing it, but essentially the subconscious is seeking pleasure. Sometimes it's instant gratification. And when we uncover what's going on, we find alternative ways to achieve the same feeling, pleasure, gratification, without the need for the food.
Right.
So, of course, we eat to be physically healthy, to fuel our body, but the extra stuff, don't need it.
And probably there's some blockages that people don't even know they have
Yeah.
that might come up in the sessions, or after the session do they contact you and say, oh, I had this happen?
Sometimes they'll have a realization. They'll go, gosh, I didn't see it. You know, at a conscious level, I was not aware this was going on, but in the subconscious mind is like a recorder. It's been recording every sight, sound, smell, taste since before we came out of the womb. And so it may have overheard a comment by a friend, a family member, a neighbor, when we were little that says, you know, they're big boned. They're big boned. They're always going to be a big girl. And the subconscious hears this and it actually manifests it. And we don't consciously realize that this is going on. With the hypnosis, we can go back in time and pinpoint perhaps what was said or done so that we can neutralize the emotion around it and move forward with new beliefs.
And you actually wrote a book.
I did. I wrote a book called Say This, Not That.
Wow.
Like eat this, not that.
Mm-hmm.
Say this, not that. And it talks about how to use our words more empoweringly to guide people in the right direction, even our own self-talk. A lot of times we say things to ourselves, even jokingly, like over the lips and to the hips, or I just look at food and get fat. And that's actually telling the subconscious mind to do that, which is not what we want.
No, not at all.
So it talks about the power of the mind and the subconscious mind and how to be kinder to ourselves and how to phrase our suggestions to others or our sentences so that they're more effective.
And for your classes, there's only a limited amount of people that you can
Yes.
work with. So
Yes.
you
Well,
want to schedule right away.
absolutely. And the reason for this is because I want to give very specialized attention. So the class that's here in Honolulu, I'm only going to be accepting 10 students. That way we're going to work with each other and they'll have me there as the instructor to teach and guide them. And we're actually all going to be hypnotizing each other from day one.
That's fun.
It's really fun. And the reason for this is I remember back when I was first new to hypnosis, I was like, oh, I wonder if I could be hypnotized. Oh, I wonder if, oh my God, I'm actually going to hypnotize somebody. And the school that I went to assured me, yes, absolutely. And so I'm going to get them right in the water from the very beginning. They're going to be hypnotizing people from day one. It's easy, it's natural, it's safe, and it's going to be a lot of fun, very educational. There will be a lot of personal development and growth from the classes, as well. It's going to open new doors to being able to work with clients if you're already a therapist with these new modalities, or to a new career.
Wow, what a process.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You probably have such a bond with the students that you're in the class with. And
Absolutely.
So many, amazing things come out during that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Great. Well, how would they get in touch with you if they want to actually get a personal session or do the classes?
Or do the classes? Well, my local number here in Hawaii is area code 808-221-7353. Or they can visit my website, mindyashhypnosistraining.com.
And that's ASH.
Correct,
Okay.
ASH. And even if you were to Google Mindy Ash Hypnosis Training, I believe the website would come up, or Mindy Ash, that would come up. So it's Mindy and then Ash, ASH, which is a weird coincidence because I do help people stop smoking.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And how would they find your book? Is it available on Amazon or in your office?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Amazon.com, Say This, Not That, and you do need to put in my name, Mindy Ash, and it's there for sale.
Well, thank you for coming on. I'm excited
Thank
to hear
you.
all about your students when they go through the process.
Very good. Thank you so much for having me, Lori. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Aloha.